An Indian festival looks like chaos, bright bursts of color, firecrackers, and millions of people packing the streets. But beneath the religious devotion lies a calculated system of biological survival. India's festival calendar aligns with the fault lines of extreme seasonal shifts. Months of intense heat give way to torrential monsoons, followed by a rapid drop into damp, cold winters. These transitions create windows of high physical vulnerability. To map these environmental hazards, ancient scholars developed the Panchangam, a complex astronomical calendar that tracks the combined orbital movements of the sun and the moon. By tracking the longitudinal angle between these celestial bodies, a unit called a tithi, astronomers could pinpoint the exact days when the climate would shift and seasonal pathogens would likely spike. Linking these astronomical dates to religious observation ensured that entire communities would perform synchronized environmental interventions at the exact moment of peak biological risk. Immediately following the monsoon season, the environment faces a specific threat. Temperatures drop, interior walls remain damp, and stagnant floodwater provides a massive breeding ground for bacteria and mosquito-borne illness. The Diwali tradition addresses this through a mandatory period of cleaning, repairing, and painting every surface of the home. This protocol forces a total airing out of damp, mold-prone spaces before the winter cold sets in. Lighting traditional earth and clay lamps, or diyas, provides a secondary layer of protection. The combustion of these specific oils generates heat that burns away localized moisture, while the chemicals in the flame repel breeding insects and kill airborne germs. When millions of households light hundreds of these lamps simultaneously, the collective effect creates a localized purification zone across an entire city. Diwali functions as a synchronized fumigation program, timed to the exact lunar day necessary to sterilize the human environment for the coming winter. By mid-January, the toll of winter becomes physiological. Limited sun exposure and prolonged cold cause vitamin D levels to drop, leading to lethargy and weakened immune responses. The festival of Makar Sankranti addresses this through the social mechanism of kite flying. This ritual pulls entire populations onto rooftops, exposing their skin to maximum UV radiation from the winter sun for hours. This solar exposure is paired with a mandatory diet of sesame seeds and jaggery. These specific foods trigger thermogenesis, generating internal body heat to combat the ambient cold, while providing high-density caloric energy. This dietary requirement coincides perfectly with the agricultural cycle, utilizing the harvest of winter energy crops exactly when the human body needs them most. Makar Sankranti acts as a biological refueling station, using solar radiation and targeted nutrition to pull the population out of winter hibernation. As winter thaws into spring, the rising heat causes a sluggish metabolism and creates an environment where seasonal viral infections spread rapidly. Navratri addresses this with a two-part reset. While the high-energy dance rituals spike the heart rate, the 9-day fasting protocol detoxifies the gastrointestinal tract during this metabolic dip. This reset concludes with Holi. Historically, the festival used powders ground from medicinal herbs like neem and raw turmeric. Throwing these powders creates a transdermal delivery system. As herbal medicinal compounds coat the skin, they are absorbed directly into the bloodstream through the pores. These spring festivals operate as a community-wide biological reboot, physically and chemically optimizing the human immune system for the hotter months ahead. Today, this biological hacking is compromised. The medicinal intent of these rituals is often lost under layers of industrial smog and chemical-laced powders. But as urbanization and climate change make seasonal transitions more volatile, the hygienic and dietary functions of these traditions are more critical than ever. Decoding the astronomy and biology behind these festivals reveals a blueprint for human survival, one designed for environmental harmony and